Hey guys, Mecha-san here with a Watch Mojo Top 20 reaction video. And this is a dive into, oh god, the nostalgic times here. It's like it was brought up on my Discord server and watching this on Jetix here. It's the top 20 greatest Beyblade battles here. Like, the anime Beyblade was like, yeah, it was like peak, like something of 20s, people in the 2000s that know about it. Like, it hasn't gone away, of course, Beyblade. They're still making the series, and there actually are still Beyblade tournaments being held today. One of my usual on my streams, he participated in those tournaments. But I used to collect these Beyblade toys here to try to fight with them, but you know, they were toys, stuff like that, so the attack ring would always break. But yeah, I remember the character like Tyson, Dragoon, and I guess all I remember actually Tyson and I forgot some of the other characters. Dragoon would be there with the bit beats like Trigger, and they did a weird thing, of course, in the sequel, like the next new season of the series here, where they changed the art style so the characters looked younger, which was something that was being done a lot of in American cartoons, where, you know, American Dragon Jake Long, you remember that? Because they changed the animation they were using here to be more cheaper, I guess. I don't know, it always just confused the hell out of me. It's like, why did you change? Like, why did it look like this here? They look younger than they should be. I don't know, but it's been a long time here. I know the show kept continuing on, much like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon in a way, but I haven't kept up with it. I fell off of it after the main cast just... Oh yeah, 20 battles, but I remember a lot of the songs. Like, let's go, Beybladers! It's actually been a while, so... But yeah, the obvious thing is like 3, 2, 1, let it rip! And I actually had, like, we had the original, like, the special Dragoon and Phoenix, like, Beyblade launchers. Oh boy, yeah. The problem with those here is that the pulling on the string, hard, it can sometimes you burn away at the edges of the, yeah, well, I wonder if I still got that in storage somewhere. I gotta find that. Yep.
Who are we?
Okay. Blade Breakers.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 Beyblade battles. To be clear, we'll be focusing on the original trilogy for this list, so if you're looking for Metal, Burst,
Metal,
or
yeah, Burst.
X, let us know in the comments, and we'll see
Oh
what
yeah,
we can
like
whip
his
up.
clan, G-Revolution, which, yeah.
Number 20, Tyson vs. Daichi, Beyblade G-Revolution. The third saga of this epic spin-off series opened with a bang.
Yeah, they
when
really
the
changed
Weekend
it out.
in Town set his sights on the champ, we didn't expect him to stand a chance, at least until we heard the name of his blade, Strata Dragoon.
Yeah, I think I remember this battle here. It's like, technically he lost because of, his Beyblade went out of the little ring, but his argument was that it was still spinning, so the battle's still on, even though rules. And there's a... Yeah, like they can command it! Like voice command, something like that, you
It
wish!
certainly lived up to its namesake, as it gave
Strata
Tyson
Dragoon.
a good thrashing.
Like, yeah, they can command, and then there was the... Yeah, that's right.
However,
And then there were like the
thanks to a little
cyber
bit of
bit
advice
beasts.
from Kai, Tyson was able
Kai,
to utilize
the
the
girl.
space around him and head into the eye of the storm with a devastating final blow.
Galaxy Storm!
Sorry, Daichi.
Underdog, underdog.
Number 19, Tyson vs. King.
The whole thing is that, I guess regular folk, you gotta have a special, I don't know, I forgot what was the reason here, but that female, that girl character introduced here, she couldn't see the bit beasts until something happened, until like, I don't know, our eyes got opened or something. Oh, boy.
Beyblade V-Force.
It's been a while.
King and Queen had proven quite difficult to overcome in the final arc of V-Force, and it finally came to a head when Tyson went one-on-one with Uriel's master.
Am I seeing a quiver of respect forming between King and Tyson?
Oh yeah,
When
these
this
guys.
one gets really interesting is when Dr. K attempts to take matters into her own hands. She takes cheating to a whole new level by sniping Tyson's Dragoon from up in the rafters.
Sometimes regular cheating just isn't enough.
Get down from there, Dr. K!
Unfortunately for her,
What?
King isn't one to rely on underhanded tactics like this and wants a
Yeah, look,
decisive
the
victory
Bit Beast
against
kinda
his
changed
opponents. When the
forms.
battle finally returns to an even playing field,
Yeah,
it's
this
an
Bit Beast is
absolute
computer.
clash of the Titans. But it couldn't end any other way than with Tyson on top.
He's toast.
My Ariel!
Number 18, Max versus Michael. Beyblade.
Yeah, they had different ways. They had different ways of launching the
When the Blade
Beyblades.
Breakers landed in the old US of A, there
Yeah,
was
this
one question
was
on everyone's
just-
lips. What the hell was up with Michael's Beyblade?
The battle rages on. And once again,
Yeah,
these two forces are locked.
This was still a time here where the gulf between nations was still very high here. The internet had yet to become a thing. So there's a lot of I don't think this episode would stand up to modern censors of any kind here, because almost considered like a bad stereotype
In a brutal
for America,
Yes,
which
the leader of the All-Stars was a fierce fighter in his own right, but it was time for Best Boy Max to prove to his mom
Yeah,
that he didn't
Max,
need
yeah.
his statistics and technology to bring home the crown. Triangle's bizarre gimmick truly met its match in the impenetrable defense of Drasil.
Max, cause yeah. Oh yeah, Drasil the turtle. The turtle was his Beyblade was more for defense, I believe. Like depending on how the ring, the blades on the ring, attack rings are here. Like they could be for attack or defense. In the bottom as well. And I know Max's dad owns a hobby shop back home, but is that what? Oh god, I feel like I should rewatch the show.
Let's give him a taste of his own medicine!
Oh man! Max should have been toast by now!
Despite all the data suggesting it was a pointless struggle, Max is able to score a home run by using Michael's power against him.
Max, you
Good-
did
a good defense, strong offense. A good offense, strong defense.
Number 17, Ray versus Crusher. Beyblade G Revolution.
What the
Ray had a bit of a rough go of it in G Revolution.
Yeah, I think I stopped watching after G Revolution. I don't know.
Yeah, he racked up some impressive wins, but a lot of the time he was a bit of a jobber. So when he was matched up against the overwhelmingly powerful Crusher, who was fueled by his need to save his sick sister, we didn't have very high hopes for him.
Yeah, he's got an. I know that this guy has an uncle in France.
Despite that,
From
Ray
the
and
restaurant?
Trigger pushed Crusher's gigas to its absolute limits in a battle that saw the stone arena crumble to dust.
Ah, yeah, this was a big commercial sell toy,
Yes,
and it worked.
Ray ultimately lost the battle, but even so, he showed Crusher what it means to be a true blader.
Ray and Trigger! Stadium out! Crusher wins!
Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, yeah, that's when Beyblade started having more metal in them here. That was a big deal. Like usually they had the metal was in the the balance ring in the middle, but here like put them on the top here. And of course, word got out that people were making custom Beyblade attack rings with actual blades on them. Oh, dangerous.
Number 16, Max vs. Mistel. Beyblade G Revolution.
Let it rip!
I remember
Yeah,
the
we're gonna be
Beyblades,
seeing
the
a lot of
huge
the
attack
Beyblade
rings.
bouts in this list. What can we say?
Show me the Sire
They're
Bit
just
Beasts.
that
I missed
damn
those
good.
guys.
For this
Like-
match, things were looking very bleak for the Blade Breakers.
Hey! Mistel, hey! Come and get me!
He sure is, AJ, but Mistel is ready for it.
They were already 2 points down in the competition against Boris's squadron, and if Max lost this one, it would be game over.
Pretty clever, I must admit. But how long can you keep it up?
The way you keep flailing around, I'd worry more about yourself getting tired.
The two water elemental Beyblades
Look at
clash
this,
in
like-
what is easily the coolest arena
You remember?
in the show's
It's like you're in
history.
SeaWorld
A
here.
submerged, ancient-looking structure. It's one of the few times where we're relieved to see a Bay battle end in a draw.
Mistel's blade is out.
And so is Max's!
A simultaneous exit, which means
The third match of
Draw.
this tournament ends in a draw!
Number 15, Ray versus Lee. Beyblade.
Oh yeah, the
I have
two.
to prove to Lee that I'm not the same Beyblader that I was when I was on the White Tiger team.
The White
The
Tiger,
end of the
yeah.
Blade
They were
Breakers stuff
teammates.
in China saw two old friends become fierce enemies in this high-stakes
All right.
showdown.
I do recall
when
this
Lee
one.
and Tyson weren't
Vaguely.
able to decide a winner in their bouts, it was up to Ray to finish the job.
that is going to leave a major mark.
The crazy monkey attack!
Galleon
Crazy
chipped away
monkey
at Trigger,
attack.
using some of the techniques Ray missed out on by leaving their hometown.
Oh, yeah.
But Ray fought back by showing off what he picked up by expanding his world.
I don't think so. Nothing can improve on the original Black Lightning!
By the time this deeply personal
Yeah.
bout comes to an end,
Really? You were saying?
Lee was finally able to forgive Ray for leaving their team behind.
The pursuit of
Okay,
knowledge
wow.
is a quest worth continuing.
Yeah, I think.
Thanks, Lee.
Number 14, Tyson versus Garland. Beyblade G Revolution.
Yeah, launching like freaking.
Incorporating kickboxing
Tonfas.
into
Beyblade launcher on
sounds like
Tonfas.
a deadly combination, and Garland showed that that was indeed the case when he faced Tyson in the Justice 5 tournament.
Give no quarter to an opponent you respect.
Go, Apollon!
It's gotta be some of the most brutal punishment Tyson endures in the series, as each blow from Apollon to Dragoon seems to have an effect on him too. But the real story happening in this battle is that of Tyson trying to convince Garland
Yes.
that he doesn't need to follow his family's codes, and should
Oh.
instead blade the way that he wants to.
That's the stuff.
Okay, what the heck?
You haven't seen anything yet.
What the heck with this?
If
Like,
anyone battles for the love of the game,
my
it's
God.
Tyson Granger.
Yeah,
And
he
in the
does.
end,
It's the love of
proves that
game.
Fun is the true core of Beyblading.
oh yeah. It's that old thing here where just you gotta have fun. Have fun. When people say that here, I approve of that, but at the same time, it's clear that they're being so goddamn naive at that, or rather close-minded. Because what's fun to them? I think what's fun to these guys may not be fun for the others here. Fun is a very broad term here. It's subjective here. Everyone has their own way of defining how they have fun, which may not be compatible with other people here. And so what do they do? Like, no, I'm gonna change your way of having fun. Like, wow, you're pretty self-centered, aren't you? You're pretty self-centered. Like, if you don't like something about someone, you try to change them, but you don't like it when someone tries to change you. Hip, wow. Oh well,
Number
that's not.
13, Tyson versus Tala. Beyblade.
It looks like your Dragoon is starting to suck wind. No way. He's
Yeah,
trying to
that launcher,
The
I
final
had
battle
that.
of the original series had everyone on the edge of their seats.
Final
for an epic
battle,
one-on-one
damn.
battle between the leaders of the Blade Breakers and the Demolition Boys.
Oh yeah. This might be my
Okay, I know I've seen all the reruns and everything, but
But this time
been
around,
so.
Tyson isn't just fighting against Tala and Warborg.
I forgot.
He's fighting for his life. Because of the dimension-hopping clash between Warborg and Dragoon, the arena drops to sub-zero temperatures.
Whoa, I'm toast.
Yep.
Of
So you
course,
think.
Titan's burning determination is enough to melt any ice.
Yeah,
that
and
Tala can
Dragoon
conjure.
talk or
It's a
something like
vicious
that, talk to
back-and-forth
Tyson.
battle, and by the end of it, Tyson has truly earned the title of world champion.
We do have a winner! Look! A new world Beyblading champion is Tyson!
Congrats.
Number 12, Kai versus Max. Beyblade G Revolution.
No! No small talk here! Kai and Max are getting right down to business!
It was tough to choose between their battle in the regionals and this one, but ultimately we can't deny how hype the second one-on-one bout between Drasil and Dranza is. It's the ultimate battle of calm versus fury, with Max's tranquil ocean waves matched against the fiery assault of Kai.
Yeah, I know Kai here was apparently he grew up in an abbey? Is it
What's
Russia or
awesome
something like
about
that?
this battle, though, is despite the arena having the deadly electrical gimmick, the two former teammates refuse to utilize it as they want to fight with their own strength alone.
He's creating a gravity well around Dronzer.
A gravity well around Dronzer.
It's a very
That was the name, Dronzer. I thought Beyblade create a gravity well.
narrow victory for Kai,
I love
with
this.
Dranza barely able to stick inside the stadium. It just goes to show that despite his cheery outlook, there's a force to be reckoned with
Oh.
inside Max.
No!
You lost.
Drasil!
Number 11, Tyson versus Kai,
Mm-hmm.
Beyblade.
Looks like we're about to get started, so
Damn, I had that one.
good luck.
Good luck, huh? You should keep it. Cause you're definitely gonna need it, birthday boy.
While the first series had us hooked from the very first episode, it wasn't until this battle that people realized how good things were about to get.
Fire arrow now!
Kai's not about to let this one slip away.
I
The
gotta
final
wonder
match of
what
the
it was like
regional
to try to
tournament,
pitch the
this
show.
best of 3 is relatively basic, but it is
Pitch the
in
show to the
actuality
Western audience
one of
for
the
the
most
Western
important
program
battles
blocks.
of the entire series. The future Blade Breakers would be placed inside a steel cage, where being hit with a ring out would result in some nasty damage.
These two guys won't be happy until
The match is the perfect starting point for Tyson and Kai's rivalry that would span the rest of the series, and we can't help but look back at it with a smile.
Ooh.
Down to this moment, then.
Oh!
It has rolled off the lip and out of the dish!
Number 10, Kai vs. Ray, Beyblade G Revolution.
No matter who gets in my way.
So yeah, it's a lot of competition between the Blade Breakers fighting
You have
each
to
other.
feel sorry for Ray. He's the only main character that has lost way more of his battles than he's won, sometimes in the most
Really?
ridiculous ways possible.
The most ridiculous way?
But it doesn't matter. If we stick together, we'll never lose.
You're right, Ray. White
Oh.
Tiger X is a real team.
White Tiger X,
However,
really?
we can safely say that even though he once again failed to score a victory, he shone like a lightning bolt in this semi-final match. Seriously, it gets to the point where he almost goes Super Saiyan.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, look, he's buffed up, everything like that. Wow.
Alas, he's still no match for Kai's secret technique, one that managed to cleave a boulder in half. Somehow,
Yeah,
kudos for
somehow,
trying, Ray.
indeed.
At least you'll always be the resident ladies' man.
Got you, Ray.
Yeah, look at that hair of yours.
Get this.
Oh
Number
god,
9,
just
Tyson versus Zio.
Zio.
Beyblade V-Force.
Zio, go Zio.
Crush him! Burning Cerberus!
Burning Cerberus.
The final match of this sequel series had been built up to no end.
Oh, yeah, that's that guy from.
We're our friends, Zio. I still don't understand why you left and turned against us.
Why had Zio suddenly flipped out? Why was he trying to take down Tyson and company? What the hell was up with his creepy scientist dad? Well, we eventually found out that Zio was a robot.
Oh!
You heard that right. A robot, one who was trying to take the power of the
Nate!
Bit Beasts in order to become a human. Considering he was armed
Nate!
with an incredibly powerful Bit Beast of his own, it's a miracle that Tyson didn't end up getting the Terminator treatment.
Oh,
We're
because
buddies.
it's
Just
a
because
kid's
we don't
show.
have a pulse doesn't mean we can't be friends.
Number 8,
Yeah, pretty much.
Ray versus Brian, Beyblade.
Hi. Good luck,
Man,
friend.
wow.
In the
That
closing
was-
chapter of the original series, it was up to the Blade Breakers to take down Boris's nasty squad, the Demolition Boys.
Oh!
With Kai losing
Yeah, one of the
first
gimmicks
round,
actually
the
hurt.
pressure was on Ray to keep the lads in the game.
Yeah, like some of these gimmick stadiums can actually would actually inflict damage to the freaking.
But it wouldn't be easy.
What the heck?
Ray took an absolute beating from his opponent, who used underhanded tactics to directly hurt his opponent throughout the bout.
I mean, heck, if his hair is so different,
Unlucky
is
for
there
Brian,
anything
when
against
Ray has
that?
that
No.
look on his face, there's absolutely no way he's gonna quit. Yes, as we mentioned, the
He
final
lost.
battle between Tala and Tyson was metal in its own right, but it was following up from this display of raw emotion.
Tiger Claw!
Oh God. Jeez.
Number 7, Tyson and Daichi versus F Dynasty. Beyblade
F
G
Dynasty.
Revolution.
Dual matches here. Huh.
A 2-on-2 match is always a great way to liven things up, though it's fair to say that Tyson
Yeah,
and
but-
Daichi had their work cut out for them, since they were clashing with two siblings who, when united, turned into a powerhouse.
Yeah, those two clearly knew how to like do teamwork here. And
However,
you
despite
guys,
their
I
Cirque
don't
du Soleil
think they
routine,
have
F
Cirque du
Dynasty
Soleil
still
routine.
couldn't stop our favorite Dragoon duo from pushing forward and achieving victory.
It looks like Tyson and Daichi have figured out that 2 Beyblades are better than 1.
They may have put on quite the performance, but Julia and Raul just couldn't measure up to good old bromance.
Bromance, oh my God, yeah.
It's all about.
For sure!
Oh,
Number
brother.
6, Tyson versus
is Brooklyn.
Beyblade G Revolution.
What's so funny anyway?
The final match of the original saga, and wouldn't you know it, it's the most insane one of the bunch.
And that's. What the hell? What just happened?
After losing to Kai,
How is it
Brooklyn's
allowed?
psyche is fractured beyond repair, causing him to lose control of his bit beast. Consequently, reality itself gets turned on its head,
What?
which forces Tyson to literally finish the match while flying.
What?
Boy, someone's having a bad mood day, huh?
It's definitely out there and has
He's
a
got
hefty
wings.
moral serving about good sportsmanship being the be-all and end-all, but it's still a
And
hell of
a-
a high note to go out
My
on.
God, back then it went crazy with these shit. It's like, I'm surprised they didn't go the Yu-Gi-Oh route with
Number 5,
magic,
Tyson
with
versus
embrace the mysticism and stuff like that. Like, you've got literal, like, some sort of energy beings in your freaking battle tops. Actually, Dragoon was originally in his, like, Tyson's family sword and somehow transferred into his Beyblade.
Beyblade G Revolution.
I know I'm gonna win this. I know I have what it takes. I won't let my team down.
Ah,
That's
Max,
ridiculous.
The nice guy, the lad,
I love
the one
it.
everyone can rely on, and never
This
does
is fucking
anything
nuts,
unexpected,
Sen.
at least until this match.
Fight your seal with everything you've got!
After the Blade
Drama.
Breakers break up so each can have a chance at becoming champion, Max goes head-to-head against his old comrades, and boy, does he bring his A-game.
Okay, that's why they broke up. Ninja Gear Full Power. Like, in the core, instead of acting putting device in the
Dispensing
core,
niceties,
like seriously, what
Max's
kind of rules
unbeatable
are there in
defense
these tournaments?
and improved Beyblading skills really do a number on Tyson, but once again, failed to land the finishing blow. Jeez, imagine what would happen if he ever got angry.
By the way, I'm glad a friend of mine won.
I hope I don't sound like I'm bragging, but I couldn't have done it without you.
Number 4, Tyson versus Kane.
V-Force.
Beyblade V-Force.
It's over. Tyson can't win this battle now. His body can't take the strain.
By
Body
far,
can't
the
take the
highlight of
strain.
the second series,
Oh,
the Blade
yes!
Breakers found
Cyber
themselves
Bit Beast.
fighting dark reflections of themselves when going up against Team Psychic, a group of individuals
Yes!
who came equipped with robotic versions of their Bit Beast.
Yeah, the Cyber Bit Beasts. Oh, this episode I remember the most here. It's like these things had adverse side effects to the users. To the
As the final challenge, Tyson had to overcome Kane, whose sanity had started to diminish after his Cyber Dragoon went full-on berserk.
You're very lucky
Lucky Tyson, you're about to see what happens when the strongest blader and the strongest 50s come together.
Yep, gone cuckoo,
It's
right?
a deadly confrontation that finally saw the end of the cyber bit beasts and set the stage for the future showdown with Zio, one that almost cost Tyson his head.
Give us some good. Oh, thank you. Yes, there were some good songs in this anime. The show.
Number 3, Kai vs. Brooklyn, Beyblade G Revolution.
This is such a complete
Oh, this
waste
is
of
the
my
battle
time.
that broke his
This
psyche,
is
yeah?
your wrong. So watch and learn.
Big deal.
There is no other way of saying it. Kai got royally battered in this match.
Wow. I'll say.
Despite his impressive skills, he was woefully underprepared to take on the force of Bega's ultimate blader, Brooklyn.
Ooh, look at that.
Need more energy.
Oh, I got crazy there.
With the strength of his bit beast, the laid-back pretty boy managed to push Kai to the very edge, severely wounding him in the
Look at
process.
you can
However,
get
in
that
the
frickin-
mother of all comebacks, Kai bested his foe after declaring his adoration for the sport.
That's why I have to win this battle. Because Beyblading means more to me than you could ever understand. It's not just a game to me.
I'll
Honestly,
say.
Kai went through the ringer so badly on this one, we thought he actually kicked the bucket by the end of it.
Yeah, this one should. This are over. Yeah, like bullshit. Bullshit. It makes me wonder how would these guys play if there's actual life and death stake. Like if, like literally, yeah, the loser will die. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You lose in this game, you do die. Can you continue playing? After all, this is more than just a game to you. It's your whole life. So put your life on the line.
Number 2, Kai vs. Blade Breakers, Beyblade.
Look down there.
Oh.
It's Kai.
After turning his back on the team in exchange for the power of Black Dranza, Kai fully embraced his role as a villain.
Yeah,
to the
okay, he can
point
steal
where he was
bit
happy to
beasts,
try
right?
and steal his allies' bit beasts for himself.
Sip it and fight. I'll let my blade do the talking.
With a frozen lake serving as their battleground, Kai almost succeeded in his mission until he discovered that not even he can compare to the Blade Breakers' teamwork.
Who are we?
Blade Breakers.
After getting his ass kicked
Sorry.
and his worldview shattered, Kai ends up doing a total 180 and finally starts to embrace team spirit. Took him long enough.
Yeah.
Besides, dude, black was never really your color.
Damn.
Before we continue, be sure to
Yeah.
subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to
Some-
get
it's some of his
notified
color.
about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos.
I mean,
or all
mostly
of them.
blue. That's the
If
fact
you're
here.
on your
Blue,
phone,
dark
make sure
blue.
to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Tyson vs. Kai, Beyblade G Revolution.
I mean, yeah,
I'm just
bit of
warming
black,
up.
bit of
Yeah,
purple.
same here, Kai.
blue.
This is the ultimate blading battle of all time!
If you thought spinning tops weren't dangerous, just wait until you see this.
I've got to give you credit, Tyson. You're tougher than I thought. But every dog has its day, and it's time to put you back in the doghouse.
With the
Oh, wow.
championships coming to a close,
Yep.
it's down to these two long-term rivals to take the prize. As it happens, the overwhelming power of Dragoon and Dranza essentially destroys the stadium, forcing Tyson and Kai to battle it
How
out
have there
inside
been
of
no
the pits,
injuries?
with nothing more than their competitive spirits.
Look at that! I'm looking at the background right there. Here, it's like debris should be. Those guys could be evacuated because debris could fall on them. I'm looking way too into this. Oh, it is nuts.
And some serious arm flailing to see them through to the end.
Oh yeah! God, I
As
gotta
expected,
get me.
Tyson once again manages to reclaim his title as the world champion. Let's just
Congrats.
hope they didn't charge him the repair bill for the stadium.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not what I wanted. But if I have to lose to anyone, I'd want it to be Tyson.
Hmm?
Way to go, buddy. You deserve the win.
What's your favorite Beyblade battle?
Oh,
Let us know
boy.
in those comments below.
Ah, it's actually this makes me want to play the game I've got, the PS2 game. I gotta search because I'm pretty sure there was some handheld games, some handhelds. Like, do I got them? I think I do. But yeah, I mostly remember playing the PS1 game. So, damn. Oh boy, but now really I want to listen to the songs they had because those songs were earworms. They were I loved them. I enjoyed them here. It's like, wow, this is an impressive soundtrack. Oh, the main thing though is like I have probably got to rewatch the entire series here because I do not recall a lot of it. It's just been so long. I dropped out of the show after they moved on to characters. They moved on to new better characters and such. I don't even think I waited for that here. I think eventually I just dropped it because it was back then. It was like the golden age of Saturday morning cartoons, and I was keeping up with 4 channels at the time here. Thank God for the old CRTVs here, like the whole boom tube, the big old boom tubes. They had picture-in-picture functionality, so I can jump on the main picture, jump in the little PIP, and back and forth here between Fox Kids, Kids WB, Jetix, and Fox ABC Family. We were spoiled for choices, so we couldn't even keep up here between things like Beyblade, Power Rangers, Jetix here with like the Dragon Booster, Yin Yang Yo. Oh boy, hell yeah! I remember even Get Ed, Godzilla series, Big Guy and Rusty, Pokemon, Digimon. Whoo boy. It was a hell of a time. So everyone, thank you all for watching. Thanks for recommending this from my Discord server. As always, comment down below what you all thought. I expect more videos. Till next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.